Hi students, welcome to today's class. So in the last few videos, I have covered almost all concepts in the chapter straight lines, and tomorrow onwards I am going to start previous year JEE mains examination problems and the problems which are useful for your JEE 2023 examinations also. Okay, now here I have brought a very already known concept only to you, that is called mind map. So after finishing off each chapter, so if you want to get a command over the subject and the concepts, so if you want to review or revise all the concepts, so it is better to write the concepts in a mind map. So these are the very basic concepts. So we cannot say that in the straight line chapter all the concepts are covered in this mind map, means we cannot say that. There are still some more concepts are there, but in a maximum we try to cover all these concepts in a single mind map. So you can create separate small mind maps also. For example, various forms of is there no. So up to here you can create a small mind maps also. On the whole chapter also you can create mind map. Okay. So my best suggestion is keep a separate notebook. So 100 pages white long notebook neatly, a separate white long notebook for exclusively mind maps. So in that book, so you create your own mind maps. So whenever if you want to prepare for the exams or prepare if you want to start a new chapter preparation, generally students what they will do, no, they immediately start doing the problems. So that is absolutely wrong. So before starting any chapter, so to prepare examination, first of all you have to revise all the formulae, concepts, note points, remarks, all the points you have to revise. Okay, so in your textbooks, whatever the materials you have, all those synopses or the material whatever they have, they will write in the number wise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. They will give in a order wise they will give. Okay, that is also good to learn. But if you represent them in a diagrammatically in this mind map type, so it is a very easy to remember. So whenever you start a chapter straight lines, if you want to prepare a chapter straight lines, this whole total mind map will become in your mind. So that's why my best suggestion is keep a separate 200 pages white long notebook, and for these mind maps, all the chapters you prepare the mind maps. And in particular also, in this also, up to here one mind map you can prepare, up to here you can mind map, that means inclination of a line. Basing on that you can prepare a separate mind map. Okay, so this is a very important concept to learn any concept very easily. Okay, now so let us start our syllabus by explaining this chapter straight lines. So here I have taken various concepts I have taken here. So maximum I covered the syllabus. The first one is, let us take this inclination of a line. Okay now. So what is the inclination of a line? Theta. So whenever just one word inclination came in your mind, so immediately you have to imagine total whatever may be the picture. So the angle made by the line with x-axis in a positive direction is called the inclination of the line. What is the range of the inclination? From 0 degrees to 180 degrees. Okay, everything should come in your mind whenever you see the word inclination. But don't write all those points here. If you write all those points here in the main mind map, you write, again it will become a very clumsy. Okay, so it will become very clumsy. That's why up to inclination. So if you want to write a separately mind map for inclination, there you can write down. So inclination, again one box, in that box a small diagram. mentioning the angle theta again. So here theta 0 less than or equal to theta less than 180 degrees, that you can mention the clearly. Okay. So this is inclination. After inclination, what we will learn? We will learn the slope. Slope, whenever you come the slope, immediately there are three methods to find the slope of a line. There are three methods to find the slope of a line. So what are the three methods? First thing is, if angle is known, that is a theta is known, that is a inclination of a line is known, that is the slope of the line is m is equal to tan theta. Already in previous classes I explained why you have to take tan theta only instead of taking sin theta or cos theta. So m is equal to tan theta. Whenever next one, if 2 points are there, any two distinct points are given on the line, let us call them x1 and y1, x2, y2, then the slope of the line is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. That is the difference of y coordinates by difference of x coordinates. Okay. Next one, m is equal to minus a by b. For example, if general form is given, general form of a line is given, that is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, then what is the slope of the line? Minus x coefficient upon y coefficient. So those are the three methods that we can find out the slope of a line. So depending upon the given data, we will select these three formulas, only three formulas, that's all. Here, whenever we talk about after learning this inclination and the slope, let us learn this nature of the lines. So whenever you are asked to draw two lines in a plane, so you can draw the lines either parallel or perpendicular or coincidence, or one more is also there that I forgot, that is intersecting lines. So for this intersecting lines, a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So this is the condition I forgot to write. So whenever you are asked to draw two lines in a plane, there are only four possible cases arises. What are they? Either the two lines are parallel, these are the parallel lines. Either two lines are perpendicular, so these are the perpendicular lines. Either the two lines are coincide means, so like this, coincide, both the two lines are coincides, but both are intersecting lines, So these are the only four possible cases are there. Okay. Given the equation of the lines, okay, that is what is the equation of the first line, a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. What is the equation of the second line, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. If the lines are parallel, the condition is a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2. So if you want to tell them in terms of slopes, m1 is equal to m2. That means if two lines are, their slopes are equal, their lines are parallel. Right. If two lines are perpendicular, so when I am saying perpendicular, so remember that those two lines, either of the line should not be parallel to any of the coordinate axes. That also should be mentioned clearly. Okay. Why? Because the slope of x-axis is 0, the slope of y-axis is 0, but their product is not equal to minus 1. So except that case, so we should not take the two lines, either of the line should not be parallel to coordinate axis. Okay now. So then the product of their slopes is equal to minus 1. Okay, if you want to find out the coefficient conditions, that is what is the coefficient condition? a1 by a2 plus b1 by b2 is equal to 0. Okay now. Then how we get this condition means, what the slope of the first line? Minus a1 by b1. What the slope of the second line? Minus a2 by b2. Then after that you consider. If the two lines are coincides each other means what? a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. That is the condition. Coincide means what? If two lines are coincides, their angle between them either 0 or pi radian. If the two lines are intersecting lines, then what is the condition on that? A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. So this is regarding nature of the lines. Nature of the lines means so either parallel or perpendicular or coincidence or intersecting. Okay. So I hope that up to these concepts you understand. Welcome back. So here, after learning this inclination, slope and nature of the lines, next I will very interesting topic is angle. Angle means angle between two lines. Whenever angle word came, immediately you have to imagine a diagram. So whenever two lines are drawn like this, if they are parallel, the angle between them is either 0 or 180 degrees. If it is perpendicular, obviously 90 degrees. If it is coincidence, also 0 degrees or 180 degrees. If they are intersecting, if two lines are intersecting, so one will be acute angle, one will be obtuse angle. Okay, now in general, unless otherwise stated, so if you are asked to find out the angle between the lines, you have to take the acute angle only. Okay, now if you want to find out the angle between the lines, so there are two formulas, very important formulas. So one is cos theta is equal to modulus of A1 A2 plus B1 B2 upon root of A1 square plus B1 square into root of A2 square plus B2 square. Okay. So this formula is useful when the equations of the lines is given. What are the equations of the line? A1x plus B1y plus C1 is equal to 0. What are the equation of the second line? A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. If the equations of the lines are given, then cos theta is equal to, that is the formula. So if the slopes of the lines are given, so if the slope of the first line is m1, if the slope of the second line is m2, then tan theta is equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. Okay. So my sincere suggestion is here you have sin theta formula also you have. So better you learn these two formulas. Don't learn too many formulas. So this is a cos theta and it is tan theta. Okay, na? So this is angle between the two lines. Okay. So why you have put modulus here? Why you have put modulus means we have taking here only acute angles. Okay, that's why. So cos theta, tan theta should lie in the first quadrant. Okay, right. Next we will go for angular bisectors. So, okay, so whenever two lines are either intersecting or either intersecting or perpendicular, there forms the angle between those two lines. So the line which divides the angle into two equal halves and passing through the point of intersection of the lines, that the line is called angle bisector. Okay, here also we have one is acute angle bisector, another one is obtuse angle bisector. So if two lines are given, if the equations of two lines are given, one is acute angle bisector, another one is obtuse angle bisector. Okay, now. So if the equations of two lines are given, that is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, another line equation is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, then the acute angle or obtuse angle bisectors are given by the formula a1x plus b1y plus c1 upon root of a1 square plus b1 square plus or minus a2x plus b2y plus c2 upon root of a2 square plus b2 square. So if you take a plus, you will get a one angle bisector. If you take minus, you will get another angle bisector. Then how to decide whether it is acute angle bisector or obtuse angle bisector, that also I explained in the previous videos. So take a equation of any one of the original lines, equation of the original line and any one of this line, equation of any line, find the angle between them. So use only tan theta, modulus of m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 into m2, use only tan theta formula. Okay, now, so if tan theta is less than 1, that is acute angle bisector. If tan theta value is more than 1, that is obtuse angle bisector. Okay, that also I explained. Okay, so after learning this, we will come across, so we have concurrent points. So here we have to come here concurrent lines. Concurrent lines means what? If three or more lines passes through the same point, then those lines are called concurrent lines. Okay, if three lines are, if you want to prove that three lines are concurrent, that is the equations are a1x b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, a3x plus b3y plus c3 is equal to 0. If you want to show that those three lines are concurrent, so one of the easiest method is what? Determinant method. So take the coefficients, x coefficient as first column, y coefficients as second column, and constants as a third column. Find out the determinant of those constants, the coefficients. If you get 0, those three lines are said to be concurrent lines. Okay, now, right. So family of straight lines also, we have one relation we have, that is L1 plus lambda L2 is equal to 0, where lambda is a parameter. So what is a family of straight lines? A set of lines or a family of lines satisfying a common property is called family of straight lines. Okay. Right afterwards, a very, very important concept, that is various forms of lines. So we have basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 forms are there. Okay. So I forgot to write down what is the general form of a straight line, that I forgot to write. So here I will write down, that is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is general form of a straight line. What is general form of a straight line? Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now what is the condition on a and b? Both a and b does not simultaneously equal to 0. Okay, now. So now y is equal to mx, where m is the slope of the line. This is called slope form. This line passes through origin. Y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope of the line, c is y-intercept. C is y-intercept. So it does not passes through origin. If it passes through origin, c will become 0. So this is called point slope form. So if a line passes through the point x1, y1 and having a slope m, then what is the equation of the line? Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. This is called point slope form. This is a very, very important form. Why? Because majority of the problems will be solved using this form. Okay. So next one, x-intercept, y-intercept. Again, you have to remember what is x-intercept, y-intercept. So if a line intersects the x-axis at some a comma 0, the length a is called x-intercept. If it intersects the y-axis at 0 comma b, then b is called y-intercept. Okay, na? Right. So if x-intercept and y-intercepts are known, then how to write the equation of the line? So that is x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. Okay, na? So understood that here both a and b cannot be equal to 0. Okay. So this is called 2-point form. So if a line passes through 2 points, that is x1 y1 and x2 y2, then the equation of the line is y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1. So simply in place of m, substitute here. In place of m, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, remaining is same, x minus x1. So this is called 2-point form. Afterwards, normal form or perpendicular form. This is a x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. So this is called normal form or perpendicular form. So you have to remember that, you have to be careful about what is p, what is alpha. So what is p? So everything you have to imagine in a diagrammatically. So what is p? It is a perpendicular distance from origin to that line. Wherever may be the line, it is a perpendicular distance from origin to the line. So that is called p value will give. So p greater than or equal to 0. What about alpha? That perpendicular line will be there. No. The angle made by the perpendicular line with x-axis in the positive direction, that is called alpha. So be remember that here alpha is the angle made by the perpendicular line with x-axis, not the original line with x-axis. So be remember that. So next one, x minus x1 by cos theta is equal to y minus y1 by sin theta is equal to modulus of r. This is called symmetric form of the line. So using this formula also, we have so many applications. That means given a line, so there is a point on the line. If you want to find out another point which is some distance from our distance from this original point, then how to find out? So using this formula you can find out. Okay. So I hope that you understand this. Welcome back. So here image and foot of the perpendicular and image theorems you have to learn. So what is the image and what is foot of the perpendicular? Those concepts you have to know. So for foot of the perpendicular, we have h minus x1 by a is equal to k minus y1 by b is equal to minus of ax1 plus b by 1 plus c by a square plus b square. Be remember that here there is no square root. So only a square plus b square is there. For a angle, square root is there. For angular bisector, square root is there. Denominator, angular bisectors is there. But for image theorem and foot of the perpendicular, so here denominator a square plus b square only. It is not square root of a square plus b square. So be careful about that. Now what is the difference between this image formula and the foot of the perpendicular formula is only 2. For image, 2 will be there. For foot of the perpendicular, 2 won't be there. Okay na? So this is a image and foot of the perpendicular. Next, afterwards, perpendicular distance from a point to a line. So if there is a line is there, if there is a point is there, what is the perpendicular distance from this point to this line? The formula, if the point is x1 comma y1, if the equation of this line is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, then what is the perpendicular distance formula? Ax1 modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c upon root of a square plus b square. No, not a1. a1, b1 is not there. So root of a square plus b square. So you substitute that point in that line under root of a square plus b square. So here also, what is modulus of c by root of a square plus b square? So modulus of c by root of a square plus b square means if this point is happens to be origin. So what is the perpendicular distance from origin to the line? Perpendicular distance from origin to the line is modulus of c by root of a square plus b square. So this is a perpendicular distance formula. And last and final, so here area. Area means what? So the area made by a line with the coordinate axis. The area made by a line. That area of the triangle formed by a line with the coordinate axis. So that is area is given by the equation of the line is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 form. Then the area is given by the formula delta is equal to c square by 2 times modulus of AB. C square by 2 times when the first formula is when the equation of the line is of the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, general form. If the equation of the line is of the form, this intercept form x by a plus y by b is equal to 1, then the area of the triangle is half modulus a into b, that means half into base into height. So here base is x-intercept, height is y-intercept. Okay na? So half modulus a into b. So this formula is when the equation of the line is given in general form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. It is when the equation of the line is of the form intercept form x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. So dear students, this is on the whole total mind map of the chapter straight lines. But I cannot say that this is all syllabus is covered in this mind map. No, I cannot say. There are still some more concepts are there. So, but this is basically a skeleton of the total chapter straight lines. Okay. So you can divide this into subdivisions. You can divide them into subdivisions. For example, here parallel is there, perpendicular, coincidence, intersect there. Up to here, that means nature of the lines, you can separate you can separately write a what you call that mind map. You can write separately mind map. Okay. Therefore, the equation of the line parallel to another line, the equation of the line perpendicular to another line, like that also you will get mind map. So always write the all concepts in this mind map form, so that you can imagine you can remember all the concepts very effectively. So they will be you can recapitulate those formulas very easily in the time of examinations. Okay. So how you feel this, please write in your comment box, so that I can prepare some more mind maps for the chapters which I completed. Okay. So I am till then, I hope that you enjoyed today's class, and tomorrow's class onwards I will start teaching the problems from the chapter straight lines. They are very important problems I have taken. So I hope that you enjoyed today's class. Until then, all the best.